to be right now, the mom. Thank you so much for coming with her. I know you had things to do, but decided to change your engagement. We are going to do everything possible to make sure that you go early. And for those who cannot make it because of the fact that we changed the time, we are sorry. I know that a lot of people are calling saying they can't make it because it was meant to be 7 p.m. But for logistic reasons, we have to move it down. So thank you once again, everyone, for coming. And, we have the past Miss Nigerian Island, Miss Woman Ogoro, and thank you for coming. And I just want to say, Manuela, sorry. Manuela was ready for 7 p.m. because she's at work at the moment. So now, without wasting time, I think this will be an opportunity to talk a little bit about what Miss Nigeria Island actually stands for. I put down something, so I'm going to read from it. Miss Nigeria Island is about celebrating the Nigerian women, highlighting and promoting their achievements and qualities, their elegance, poise, talent, intelligence, self-confidence, ability, as well as beauty. The pageant is designed to help develop and inspire hope in the community by instilling leadership, value, and confidence in our contestants. The greater vision is to promote a positive image for our country, Nigeria. It hopes to achieve this by doing positive things that will tell on who we are as Nigerians. It represents everything that is wonderful about being a young lady. The Miss Nigeria Island is committed to empowering young women and helping them to become tomorrow's leaders, participating in relevant community services, developing unique talents, and enhancing personal confidence with grace and style. They are cultural ambassadors. She represents what we are as a nation. She's an embodiment of all that is good about our country. She's an ambassador and a blessing to her country, Nigeria. She's a role model. Being Miss Nigeria Island is an opportunity to become a role model to your peers and the society. Miss Nigeria Island is committed to producing positive role models who can make positive influence on the community, as that is the only way they can make a great difference in the community. People are always on the lookout for someone different to believe in, and when they see a Miss Nigeria Island who is unique, both in her role and what she does, they take her as an example of excellence and integrity. Being a role model means that you stand out for others to see. A role model is someone who chooses to put forth their best every day, tapping on the confidence gained from participating in the pageant. The pageant is not about who is more glamorous or about expensive dresses and costumes, but about the inner beauty. And our achievements. People can say, what are they doing? You might not know if you don't look at the people or if you don't have a positive mind towards the organization. You have not looked at how the Miss Nigeria Island has been able to empower these young girls, build their confidence. It teaches them how to participate and volunteer. That's very important. A lot of people, when they're growing up, they've never learned about community development. Even when they hear it, it's just in a name. But when you become Miss Nigeria Island, you're showing a responsibility. You are called upon to attend events. You are called upon to spearhead events. And then you are forced to learn. There's Miss Woman Ogoro there. She will tell you about the role Miss Nigerian Island. And if you do the right thing, apart from it being a confidence builder, it opens your mind. It broadens your mind. As a young girl, you look at life the way young girls of your mates, of your age mate, are not looking at it. You can ask Cynthia, Imasuen, who went to NIDO conference to give a speech yesterday, if it is easy to do. But she has done it once. And I know next time she's doing it, she will do it better. That's what Miss Nigerian Island gives to the people. It builds your confidence. It's a door opener. You meet people, you interact, and they never forget you. And the next time you need them, they are there for you. Whether as Miss Nigeria, as a professional, as a student, it opens the door. And then you are a role model. to your peers. Most importantly, you become an ambassador to your country. Meet people, be they minister, governors, or whatever. Sometimes I go with these girls to events. And when we get in there, ministers are sitting down, and when she's coming, they all stand up and receive her. But they don't even ask who is coming with you or who is the organizer. And it gladdens my mind to see that these young girls are that empowered. And now, I must appreciate those who have been with us and who has brought us to where we are at the moment. But first and foremost, I must say thank you to everyone that has supported Miss Nigeria in any little way. We are most grateful. Without you, there could not have been Miss Nigerian Island. But most importantly, the parents. And here I have to mention them. Parents of Miss Emanuela Salako. They've been wonderful. They stood with Emanuela. They did everything. When she's coming to Dublin, they said, well, what do you need to go to Dublin? The woman called me and said, anything I will do for my daughter, as far as she's happy with it. Until tomorrow, she stayed doing it. She calls me, she finds out how the pageant is going. That's a pillar of support. And we got the same blessing from the parents of Elizabeth Bolajoko. Parents were there. They said, whatever our daughter says we want to do, we will do it as far as it is within our power. And they did it from the beginning to the end. And even right now, that it seems that there's crisis, they're still there, supporting. So I'm most grateful to them. And there's someone else. She's sitting down here, a woman, Ogoro. You all know sometimes last year we were here for the Hope and Smile Foundation. The parents were instrumental to the Nollywood actors and actresses coming to Ireland, all because their daughter is the Miss Nigerian Island. They did whatever they could to make it work. And then you have the girls. The girls has been shining examples to this organization. We do not appreciate you enough until we are faced with situations like this. That's when we realize your everlasting contributions. What we can say about the parents and the past Miss Nigerian Island is that they have been embodiment of support. They are still embodiment of support. A woman, Ogoro, came in from Cork today. She didn't have to come, but she's here because she's part of the organization, even when she's no longer the Miss Nigerian Island. Emanuela Salako would have been here, but she's working. We were going to do it 7 o'clock. We changed the time for logistic reasons, and she sent her apologies. Elizabeth Bolajoko is not here because she's in Spain, but she's always on to me, finding out what is the situation of things. So we are most grateful to the parents, and we are most grateful to you, our past queens. We hope you continue to support the organization because the organization is for you. We look at the community. You have attended Miss Nigerian Island events from when we started to now. We are most grateful. Without you, there would not be Miss Nigerian Island. You are the reason why Miss Nigerian Island exists. So we would say thank you. The job is not done yet. The struggle continues. We still need your support. And anytime we call on you, we know you will come because you have never failed to support us. So thank you so much. I must use this opportunity to talk about our challenges. We do have challenges. It's not all a success story. We have challenges, so I will talk about it now. One of our biggest challenges has been finance. This project is not a business organization. It does not get subvention from government or any organization. It is actually financed by a few individuals who are passionate to make a difference in the society in which they live. People that want to be positive ambassadors to their country, Nigeria. We don't get subvention. We don't get any money from anybody. We are just like you. We're just ordinary Nigerians in Dublin, Ireland, who has decided that if there's anything we can do that will make a difference in the community and that will create and polish that image of our country As Nigerians in diaspora, we will do it. It is a sacrifice. We've never gotten any money from Irish government. There's no Nigerian organization, corporate or whatever that gives us money. But like I said, when we are doing the event, if there's anybody who has given us 100 naira, 1,000 euro, sometimes we are most grateful. Most of the money is sourced by us, financed by us, and nobody gives us money. What that means is that we need your support. I know there is a perception that is not true, but I'm telling you today, we need your support, either by way of finance or volunteering. Whichever way you can, we do need your support. That's the only way you can have a formidable Miss Nigeria organization. So when we do something, when we have the urge to, in whatever capacity we can, reach out to the community, people should support in whichever way they can. Another challenge is the wrong perception. People assume too much. They just believe what they want to believe without taking time to find out the truth. This organization is for the community. If there's anything you do not understand, we have our emails, different emails, Miss Nigerian emails, our Facebook, our website. You can send us a message. You have our numbers. You can call. Any member of the management committee or my number, you can call and we will satisfy you with what you need. It is better that way. Instead of criticism is good. When you hold wrong perception about what you don't know, you jump to negative criticism. But it would have been better to just, try to find out what is the true position of things. If you criticize positively, you help in building a more formidable organization. But when you just believe in what you hear outside, without trying to find out, what you build is you are destroying the organization. If that has not been the case, please, let it be the case now. Because it's an organization that blesses our children. If we don't take it seriously, then it will go nowhere. I'm going to talk about our biggest problem. We are living in a very challenging world. The young people are growing up in a completely different age. And thus, discipline is the first thing that has suffered in this age. A lot of people no longer care about the actions they take or the consequences. Self-respect to oneself or to parents is fast eroding. We find this all the time with some of our contestants. They come in different colors. Two main examples of this kind of challenges we face from contestants are the case of the South African girl and that of Patricia Olufemi. In 2011, a South African girl came to contest Miss Nigeria Island, submitting an application that says she was from Imo State. She explained that her mom was South African and her dad was Nigerian. She actually had her street and house number on the form. That's her street and house number in Nigeria. And she was so knowledgeable about the country Nigeria. She used the knowledge of her Nigerian stepfather to enter the pageant. Unfortunately, it was after she won that we discovered that she was not Nigerian. Why she has to do that, we do not know. But we accept the responsibilities. It was our mistake and we own up to it. We did not think that another country's national would come up to say she was a Nigerian. Now we know better. The good news is that it will never happen again. Now let's look at that of Patricia Olufemi. This is a girl that knows the organization very well. We have known her since 2010, and she has volunteered for the organization for a year or two before contesting. I must tell you, the organization is so disappointed with the outcome of her reign. It has to do with the rules and regulations of the organization. Like any other organization, when the rules are not obeyed, there's always a problem in the organization. When Patricia went to dye her hair to blonde and disregarded the organization's directive to change it back to black, she engaged herself in a serious action that was unacceptable to what we stand for. I have nothing against people wearing blonde, but this is a Miss Nigeria Island that is supposed to be a custodian of our culture and traditions, a role model to the youths, and an ambassador to Nigeria. She did not stop there. She went and posed on pants for a company we do not know, against the directives of the organization that she should not do it. One of the major differences between Miss Nigeria Island pageant and other pageants is that we do not do swimwear during the pageant. We are more like the Rose of Tralee in Ireland. We pride ourselves on how much we are able to promote our country in a positive way through our cultures and traditions. Working with the community and putting smiles on people's faces. Wearing pants for pictures, again, we have nothing against it. But not when you are Miss Nigerian Island and the title you hold have expectations to maintain. Her actions became very disturbing when we discovered that she was openly instigating her friends on the pages of Facebook and social network to disrespect the MNI management, and that they should force the management to get her to wear whatever hair she wanted to wear on the pages of Facebook. This is a public domain. Facebook of all places. Some of our friends actually went to start writing on our page, asking that Patricia should be allowed to do whatever she wants to do. This is unacceptable in any organization. The demeaning photos she now started taking did not help matters. When you came to contest Miss Nigeria, you contested as a cultural ambassador, and we crowned a cultural ambassador that reflects our vision, a source of pride to the African community in diaspora. Metamorphosing from that to a strange person was too much to handle.
When you came to contest Miss Nigerian Island, you knew where you were going to.
And you dressed accordingly, in your traditional attire, and then in your evening gown. Royalty
followed you all the way.
Then you now become Miss Nigeria. And what do? Everything that Miss Nigerian Island stands for, you were going against it. We couldn't take that. There are rules and there are regulations. We are not saying you shouldn't do it. When you came to contest Miss Nigeria, you had a form.
That you must obey all the rules and regulations. And there was a general one.
Apart from saying don't do this, don't do that, there was a specific one that says that you must obey the laws of the management. And you must be morally upright. And you signed it. You never complained. You never discussed. You didn't ask us for any clause. This is Miss Nigeria organization. We have our ways. Is either you're for it or you are not for it. But you came in without complaining. You did what you wanted to do, and the judges crowned you. You had 1 year. 1 year to be a good ambassador to your country. 1 year to be a role model to your peers. You decided to go against that. We don't know why, but all we know is that as management, when we tell you what to do and you refuse, we have no other choice. If it was a query issue, one that we could say, okay, send you a query and we say, don't do it again, is another thing. Not what you did.
If we allow you to do it,
and you get away with it, what happens to the next person coming in? They are going to say, Patricia did this and nothing happened. Why am I being, for any reason, taken upon now? And when they go out again and state their story before the community, they will say, but you didn't do anything to the previous girl. Why are you doing it to their sacred cows? That we could not accept. Miss Nigeria Island is about the community. If you don't have that mindset, you cannot do it.